Celebrities are usually one of two types. There are those who try their best to keep their personal lives as private as possible, and there are those who feel the need to keep the world up to date on anything and everything they're up to. David and Victoria Becham may not be as hungry for publicity as the Kardashians are, but they don't mind letting us know what they do with their immense wealth. There's no question about how hugely wealthy this couple is, but there are so many questionable purchases they've made in the last few years that the average human being would consider ridiculous. The average human being in this case is anyone who has the power to earn but does not have enough money to be a millionaire. Hey guys, welcome to Rich Life. If you like to get updated with all the luxury lifestyle and how the rich make and spend their money, please subscribe to our channel. Also, why should you be behind everyone? So press the bell icon to never miss an update after every upload. Without any further ado, let's get started. Modern art collection. Many wealthy people have a deep appreciation for art. And since David and Victoria are wealthy and they obviously have a passion for style and design, it's no surprise they're into art collections. Over the years, these two have been collecting art, which is now worth more than £30 million, or $43.4 million. These two can be correctly identified as movers and shakers in London's art world because they're huge supporters of proactive British art. Over the years, these two have bought art from very famous names in art, as well as relative newcomers, and therefore have a collection that many would term priceless. Their art is largely love-themed, and many pieces are those that these two have bought for each other for close to a decade or so. Some of the names in their collection include Damien Hirst, Sam Taylor Wood, Banksy, Dinos Chapman, and Tracy Emin. Most of the art in the collection was bought from the White Cube Gallery in London. Paying £1,000, $1,400, to eat pie and mash. What's your favourite food? And what's the most amount of money you would be willing to pay for it if you suddenly craved it? The answer to this question might depend on a few factors, with some of the leading factors being how rich you are and how sensible you are. Although high-end restaurants may charge you 5 to 6 times more for the same meal you'd get at an average restaurant, most people would not consider paying $1 more than what the best hotels would charge. However, when it comes to David Becham, money's not a problem. When he craves his favorite dish of pie and mash, he will get it, regardless of how much it will cost him. One time, when he was flying to the United States from the UK on a private jet, of course, he ordered pie and mash. Since that was not on the menu, he had to part with £1,000, $1,400, to have his favorite dish brought on board. Normally, pie and mash should not cost more than £5, $7. Magnificent homes. How much money would you be willing to part with if you found your dream home listed on the market? Since houses are expensive, most people live where they do because it's where they can afford them. But given the opportunity to move to a better house, most people would move in a heartbeat. When David and Victoria went in search of a home that would meet their needs, they bought a mansion in London, which people refer to as Buckingham Palace. Everything about this house is outstanding. The house cost them a whopping £31.5 million, or $44 million. Some of the amazing things you'll find in their home include a beautiful modern kitchen, several his and hers bathrooms, beautiful cream couches, monochrome striped rug, very expensive art, and a host of other amenities. This home is one of the most expensive items this powerful couple has bought so far. David Becham may have retired a few years back, but there's no denying that he's one of the best soccer players England has ever had, not to mention all the clubs he has played for. Although he played for 6 different teams throughout his senior career, he found most of his success with Manchester United and was portrayed as a soccer superstar when he was preparing to play for LA Galaxy. As soon as he moved to the United States, he and his wife bought a house for £14.2 million, or $18.2 million, in Beverly Hills. The couple stayed in Los Angeles for many years with their children. At one point, back in 2016, they were looking for a buyer for their home. They wanted to sell it because they thought that the luxury 13,000 square foot home with a swimming pool and amazing views was too small because there was no space to play football there. David and Victoria are the kind of people Dubai loves to attract because they have the power to buy anything they want there. Back in 2009, they bought a luxury apartment in the Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, for £5 million, $7 million. This apartment has 7 bedrooms, 2 large bathrooms, a magnificent kitchen, and has access to the gym and the viewing deck. They also own a luxury villa on the tree-shaped Palm Jumeirah Island, a man-made island off Dubai's coast, which they bought at $1.6 million. Car collection. One of the reasons we all look at soccer players and want to live their lives is because of the fleet of cars successful players own. It's like a rite of passage, such that when a player starts making crazy money from his club, he has to buy a few cars, most of them being the latest and most expensive luxury cars on the market. It's worth pointing out how such spending is dangerous and should be highly discouraged. Although these players know enough stories about their former teammates who went broke after a few years in retirement. David Becham is one of the former players who knew how to make money even after he stopped playing. Therefore, we can all agree that he deserves his fleet of luxury cars. Some of the cars you will find in his garage include a Rolls-Royce Phantom, a Bentley Continental Supersport, a Bentley Mulsanne, a Rolls-Royce Ghost, an Audi R8, a Range Rover Evoque, a Hummer H2, and many others. His cars are worth more than £3.7 million, or $5.2 million. So this brings us to the conclusion of today's video. Let us know what you liked about the Beckham's luxurious life in the comments below. Till then, hope to see you in another video.